everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Starr and I'm a light renegade, part of a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from beyond. Hi everyone, it's been a little bit of a while. I think first of all I'd like to say thank you to everyone that showed up for our healing circle yesterday, technically our second circle, but officially our first circle, with me and Anna Maria together as the Light Renegades Collective, bringing you information from the GA and healing codes and light language and so many other profound things that happened in the circle yesterday, everyone. And yeah, I feel like I'm stuck for words. I am sat in so much gratitude for each and every one of you, for this community that we are creating, and for where I find myself right now. I've realized that I need to stop saying some things to myself, and this has been very much brought to my attention, and lots of synchronicities have been happening this past week that, you know, it's just made me realize how far I've come personally and how far my whole life has changed in a short space of time. You know, sometimes a year feels like the longest, and I will always say, and I think I will continue to say for the rest of my life, that 2022 felt like about 6 years in one. I felt like I was in such pain, such suffering, and I just couldn't wait for it to end. And then having some moments this week to look back and see how much everything has shifted, how much I've shifted, how much those around me have shifted. And, you know, I have to really catch myself and stop repeating those same stories to myself. You know, one time I didn't have many people around me that were speaking my language, and now I absolutely do. I have so many people around me that, you know, are engaging in these realms, that are interested in what I have to say, that are engaging with their own synchronicities and the way the universe is speaking to them. And, you know, these are people that perhaps never believed in anything before. These are people perhaps that, you know, had never had any connection with anything to do with spirituality or anything other. And yeah, I couldn't be more grateful. So for those out there seeking the light, those that are still, you know, stuck in the mud, those that are still figuring things out, I'm grateful for your existence, because we do all create this whole collective. And every day I'm just blown away by how many souls that I'm told that I know, and, you know, getting to know a lot more of you on a personal level in one-on-one sessions. And yeah, it's just absolutely blowing my mind, and I just couldn't be more grateful for everything. Honestly, I feel to the depths of my soul just how much love there is here for us, and it does feel overwhelming. I've definitely been taken to a space of absolute fear regarding, you know, relationships, intimacy, love, all of those things recently. And yeah, I very much had basically nearly a mental breakdown before the healing circle yesterday. I'm going to admit this here now. And Anna Maria and myself hopped on a call before, and I was in such pain. I was just like, I don't want to do it. You know, I don't feel ready to do it. I don't feel in the right headspace to do it. I completely felt absolutely on my back, and, you know, I always have to trust my teams. And I was angry. I was really angry. I was like a toddler. I was kicking my toys out the pram and, you know, saying some unkind words to the GA at this point, and just really not understanding what was happening. And then slowly, as the session began to unfold, I realized that they were bringing things to the absolute breaking point within me, so that I could even heal them in this healing session within me as well. And something that I'm starting to understand a lot more is that, you know, within this sharing, within this space where some of you come to us for discussion, for healing, you know, you heal us too. I receive information from you that I need to move forward with, and it's very much a give and receive that we have going on at the moment, everyone. So always be reminded of that in spaces where you might feel like there is challenges, in spaces that you might feel that there is conflict, or you don't know why you are somewhere. You are there for a reason. And I've been made so aware this week of many reasons why I've been in certain spaces, places with people in different times of my life, and just how much I was gaining a lot of information to bring forward now, and for my own growth and expansion. And it hasn't been easy, it hasn't been fun, it's been real tough at times, but I'm starting to be ever more grateful for it all, because I can see where it helped me grow, and I can see where it's got me to the place that I am today, to the person that I am today, to the entity that I am today. So for those that might be struggling, just hold that in mind. But I do have a message from the GA today, a very, very short message. I've been doing a lot of releasing since yesterday's session, to be honest with you, everyone, with the healing circle. So yeah, I'm not feeling my full best, and I did have a situation this weekend. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that, yeah, I was under attack again, and this was something that had happened not too long ago, but the teams weren't able to speak to me. I was getting messages from them, from the universe, but they weren't able to fully speak to me. And yeah, I just felt completely in the mud, and just real foggy and really disorientated, and yeah, like I was yeah, like I was under attack is how I want to show it, because that's how it felt. So I just made sure to get outside and just to be grounding my energy. And, I asked all of my teams of light, all my teams that I know, my fairies, my dragons, and everything else to come in and help me. And yeah, something else that happened as well this weekend was that my dragons came back. My dragons haven't been with me for a little while, and I actually sent a healing dragon to a friend of mine the other day, and I thought, oh, okay, that must mean that they are back. And in the clouds, I could see a dragon, and then it was like a darker and a lighter angel entwined in a fight. And I thought, okay, they've been in these battles, and I've been taken to some really interesting spaces just in my waking time, and I've been asking for a lot more connection, a lot more vision, and I'm receiving it, everyone, to the point where I don't know what's going on again. There was lots of things just coming to my attention, and I close my eyes and I'm somewhere else for a hot minute, and I see something and I'm like, okay, I don't know where I was, what that was, but I've seen it and it's been logged in somewhere. So the tapestry is being woven behind the scenes, everyone. If you don't see me, it is because nothing is making sense. So I just want to reiterate that for those that might be wanting a video every day. I promise you I bring videos forward when I can, when it feels right, when I feel in full capacity to as well. And there's still so much energy coming in. I'm struggling to keep a foot on the ground, everyone. So make sure that you are grounding, make sure that you're getting out in nature, make sure that you're just putting your bare feet down on the ground, because there is so much energy coming in for us. There's so many shifts happening, and we've just gone into Mercury retrograde. We're already in Venus retrograde, and I think we have Uranus retrograde coming up next week as well. So everything is going off all at once. We're still in the energies of Lionsgate portal, and just so much coming in for us. And the message from the GA today definitely confirms that we are in a monumentous shift. But today's message from the GA was titled "What Now?" And absolutely, I really wanted to laugh at that, because I think that's been my main question this whole entire week with them was, what is going on? What now? What now? What now? But they started with, "Dear souls, we wish to inform you that a mass clearing has been taking place. The old systems breaking down within you so that you can rebuild once more, once again, stronger, clearer, eyes wider than ever before. We have come to a stage in our path where you must decide, when is it time? Are you ready? Monumental shifts are taking place. Follow your guidance. Where is your heart leading you? There will be things brought to your attention, screaming at you. Don't listen. These are your fears. This is your ego trying to protect you. Let it all go and come back into divine union with self, with the love that is deep within your heart. What are you truly afraid of? Is it love? Is it acceptance? Is it a knowing that is deep within you that you always, is it a knowing that is deep within you that always just reminds you to keep on going? Listen to that voice. The soft and quiet voice, the gentle voice that's always guiding you. Any noise right now can be washed away. Cleanse us away by any means necessary. You must stop and take the time to be still and hear it. All around you, the noise that never stops. It will keep getting louder and louder until you choose to ignore it. Stop. Take that moment now. Don't give in to temptation, pain, suffering, guilt, shame, fear. Always remind you to keep pulling it back to love. Love for thyself, thy family, thy friend, thy neighbor, and most importantly, thy foe. For those weights are the chains that hold you down the strongest. Break free from the chains of the past, the illusions of suffering. Everything and nothing matters. Remember this. Keep coming back to you. You are your own keeper and counsel. You are your own home. We love you. And I realized that I had been getting myself into a space of not sending out divine love to the spaces that really needed it. And I think, it's really difficult when I bring through challenging messages, when I feel the energies of people that have been suffering in darker spaces, like with Brit. And, I feel her pain and I get angry, I get upset, when actually I just need to soften and send out love to all of those situations and remind myself that, everyone here serves a purpose. And something that I've been really guided to is just to remind myself that we have a lot of contracts, everyone, with a lot of different people in our lives. And, looking back in your timelines, if there's been spaces where, you behaved in ways that you haven't been as proud, perhaps you had a contract with someone else to behave in that way so that person could grow. And I definitely know that's something that I've experienced, both sides of the spectrum. And, it's easy to fall into the trap of who was right, who was wrong, black and white and all of those things. But I think just making sure that we are, I'm sorry, that's my skinny pigs. They're very connected to the energies as well. And they've been going absolutely crazy this week. Something's happening, everyone. I'm very much still being pulled at. I don't know if you could hear it in my voice, but I feel like something is trying to speak through me whenever I'm coming to speak at the moment. And this is definitely something that, my teams are trying to stop, but I can see a lot of energies, a lot of entities, and just feeling that noise. I've really been feeling it feels like a static. It feels like a heaviness that is just around me constantly. And I think a lot of you are feeling that too. And, there is a lot of energies that are being bombarded down into us. The veil is thin for the lighter energies to come in, but that also means that those darker energies are ready. They're ready to pounce, and they are there at any time. And I've been saying, every day is a fight for our survival, and I do believe that, and I believe that to be the survival of our, mental capacities, our willingness, our soul, our light to just keep shining, everyone. But I digress, and just remind yourself that you have contracts for a reason, and perhaps you were supposed to behave in a certain way so that someone else can grow from that pain. And I'm definitely a being that's, suffered a lot, and that does grow from exponential pain. And I hate that to be the case, but I think that's the case for all of you too. So for those that might be feeling it right now, for those that might be in spaces that are really challenging, that are really breaking you down to help you rebuild, I'm with you, I see you, I hear you, and know that you will get through this. And it is about just making those decisions every day to decide to let it come through you, to let it just be felt by you, and to just release it. And I was definitely someone that always restricted my emotions because I was told it wasn't okay, it wasn't safe to show my emotions. So allowing them to erupt to their full capacity feels really unhealthy sometimes. And I don't share these things with other people, or I'm not out here screaming and shouting at anyone, but it feels chaotic to even be releasing them with myself, just because I was told that it wasn't okay at some point to be showing emotions. So allow yourself to just feel to the full capacity of all of those emotions, those things that feel really troublesome, those feelings that feel really it feels really damaging to the physical vessel sometimes when I feel emotions so strongly. It feels like it will never stop. It feels like it's just the most overwhelming thing that I've ever felt before in my life. And if I just let it release within me, that it will never stop. But it does, everyone, I promise you. So just allow yourself to feel your feelings, and take those times, take those moments, take those pauses to just stop and check in, and allow yourself to just feel whatever it is. I've just been crying a lot recently, just releasing as much as I can, just absolutely sobbing, just being down on my knees and just asking for help, asking for more guidance, asking for more clarity. Some spaces are still very much in the dark for me in some ways, and in others, I'm receiving the most utmost amounts of clarity, more clarity than I've ever gotten before. And there'll be more that I will share tomorrow within this, everyone, because I've got a lot of questions answered that I've been asking for a really long time, and I'm excited to bring all that forward to you. But we are in a chaotic time, everyone. I think that it's because the light and dark is truly battling itself right now. My dragons were there. I saw these darker and light entities in the clouds, and I thought, this is what we're feeling. This noise, this chaos is, it's here. It's very much here, but it's not in our field of existence. We can't see it. It's not in our 3D. And I think I forget this a lot of the time. I feel everything, and because we are not just here, and this is something that the GA brought forward in our healing circle yesterday, is that we are so many fragmented pieces everywhere, but we are all as one with each other, with everything, and everything of source energy. And remind yourself of that. If you are feeling scattered, just come back into that oneness, and lo and behold, it lives in the heart space. So for those that find it difficult to connect in with love. You know, the more that you are pushing it away, the more that you are pushing away the love of everything, the oneness that lives within you. And you know, this is something that I'm having to open my heart up to again, and allow myself to sink into my heart space, even though I felt such pain, such grief recently. And you know, it was really difficult. I've been pushing all the teams away. I haven't had much dialogue with the GA, my personal time, or any of my guys for the past, I guess, couple of months. And you know, this is very much something that I felt like I had no control over. I didn't want to listen to them. I couldn't let them in. It just felt too painful. I felt too betrayed on so many aspects that you all probably are aware of by now. But I just felt like I was being lied to. I felt like I wasn't being told the full truth, and I know that I wasn't. You know, I'm a very intuitive soul, and I know it's for my highest good, but it doesn't mean that it's not painful. It doesn't mean that it's not confusing, disorientating. But the more that I'm softening, again, the more that I'm letting them come in and speak to me, you know, lo and behold, the better I feel. So for those that might have been asking for connection, are you truly allowing yourself to sink into your heart to receive it? And, you know, perhaps ponder on that for a little bit of time, everyone. Are you allowing yourself to receive love? Are you allowing yourself to soften? Are you allowing yourself to be still and to feel the pain that wants to erupt in you right now? I think a lot of us are just purging for ourselves, for our great mother, Gaia, Earth. She is, you know, she's growing just as much as we are growing, and it feels real uncomfortable. My physical vessel feels real uncomfortable of late, everyone. So if you're going through that as well, just make sure to be cleansing your body by all means necessary, getting out in nature, sitting in the sun, getting in salt baths, having intentional baths, making sure to be revitalizing, taking those vitamins, ingesting, you know, precious food for your souls, for your, I wanted to say your liver, so that's important to someone, looking after your liver at this time, liver cleansings, everyone. And also working with crystals, holding them, making them be the way that you alchemize your energy, helping them to recalibrate you, and allowing you to release where you might not feel able to on your own. I sleep with crystals. I have crystals on me all the times, with bracelets, everything around my neck. You know, I have all of my amulets of protection at all times. So tune into those spaces where you might be lacking at this time, everyone, and, you know, allow for things to just be as they are. I felt like I've been in utter chaos, and then in the most amounts of love and gratitude and appreciation all at the same time. And yeah, I very much feel like a child that's not in control of her emotions. I feel like a toddler out here, just, you know, kind of spiraling, singing, dancing, crying, screaming, round and round and round we go again, everyone. But so much love from me to you. There is a lot coming through. I'm really struggling to keep hold of the energy. So for those that are feeling that, that's your confirmation. You are not alone. And, you know, this too shall pass. The GA are just allowing us space to grow. And it's painful. And allow it to be painful. And allow that to be your truth, no matter what your truth is. And, you know, something that I've been sat in gratitude of myself for this week is that I haven't stopped on this journey, no matter how many, you know, people I came across that wanted to keep me quiet, that wanted to shame me, that wanted to disrespect me, that wanted to stop me from seeking my light and my love and my guidance from the universe. You know, I've kept going, and I'm so grateful that this has allowed other people to keep going too, and I'm seeing it in my personal spaces. And, you know, by no means am I taking credit for the things that people are succeeding in their lives, but I know that somewhere down the way, you know, we've passed on information to one another, and I see those people prospering, and I feel myself growing, and I'm in such gratitude for that. And for all of you here, you know, supporting all of us Light Renegades through all of this. You've really watched me grow, you've watched all of us grow, and yeah, we couldn't be more grateful for all of you. And, you know, allow yourself to just unravel when you feel called to. And there's going to be a lot more messages coming through about that. I think about this wild essence that lives within us, that, you know, lives in cycles, that needs to be torn down, that needs to be broken down to be rebuilt, and that being okay. We are taught that it's not okay, you know, to unravel, to dishevel. And something that has been happening really annoyingly to me is that all of my crystals, I've been dropping them, I've been cracking them, I've been smashing them for the past few months, and it's really been a lesson to me to stop trying to you know, reach perfectionism, because it doesn't exist. And it's been something that my teams have been trying to hammer out of me, is this idea of that, you know, nothing can be perfect, and it's okay to show up unraveled, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to to just be in the moment and allow that to be who I am, and allow myself to be accepted by people exactly as I am, because you know, the more that we wear a mask, the more others wear a mask around us too. So remember that everyone in those spaces where you might feel challenged, where you might feel persecuted, where you might feel like you can't be yourself, please do, because you allow others to live in their authenticity as well. Even though that they might not show it to you at the time, they will be grateful, and they are grateful to you, everyone. But that's enough from me today. I think I'm just absolutely rabbiting over here, so apologies if this made absolutely no sense today. I kind of can't tell everyone, but so much love from me, and I'll be back with Brett again tomorrow. Take care.